Hello and welcome again. Today we look at yet another multiple choice question from the IB Chemistry past exams. This particular question considers two topics, topic 7 equilibria and topic 9 acids and bases. To start off with, the question says, what is the effect of increasing the temperature on this reaction? And you have to note first of all the enthalpy change for this reaction, delta H. It's less than 0. That is very significant in arriving at the answer, because with delta H less than 0, it means you have an exothermic reaction. And an exothermic reaction would have a reaction pathway like this, where the reactants have a certain amount of energy and the products have less energy than reactants. The energy barrier from reactants to products is smaller than the barrier from products to reactants. Higher temperatures are more favorable to the reverse reaction because the reverse reaction has that higher barrier to climb over. So it's going to stand to gain more by the increase in temperature. So this is why we say that an increase in temperature favors the reverse process, and a decrease in temperature favors the forward process. And that of course applies when you have an exothermic reaction. So in this exothermic reaction, increases the temperature, favors the reverse process. In favoring the reverse process, it means the equilibrium is going to shift towards the left. In shifting towards the left, you're going to have less free hydrogen ions, which are on this side, the right side. And you're going to have more of this going into the form of carbon dioxide and H2O. So with less free hydrogen ions in solution, it means that the pH is going to increase, because the pH, of course, is equal to the negative log to the base 10 of the hydrogen ion concentration. And of course, with the amount of hydrogen ions in the solution becoming less, the concentration of H plus becomes less. More hydrogen ions means more pH, more acidity, and a low value on the scale. So don't let that confuse you. And the answer for this question, therefore, with the hydrogen ion concentration falling, it means you have less hydrogen ions to plug into this, and the value for pH would actually increase, because such is the nature of this formula. As this concentration falls, the value for this output would increase and the pH increases. So this information about the pH scale is covered in topic 9 acids and bases, and the initial bit of information about delta H being less than 0, and then that allowing you to conclude that you have an exothermic process, and then being able to realize that an exothermic process, if you have an increase in temperature, the equilibrium is driven backwards, shifted towards the left of the equation. All of that information must be brought together to get 1 mark for this question. And that, of course, is why it's very important that students practice with questions like these and make the connections between one part of the syllabus and another.